Brazil's right-wing candidate.
Is it Jair?
Jair.
Jair.
You pronounce the J in Portuguese.
Okay, you do. Jair Bolsonaro.
Good job.
Was that good?
Yeah, excellent.
Taking a commanding lead in yesterday's presidential election. I want to roll that R.
I know, but don't.
The race now appears to be, I can't. I hurt myself when I do, right here, when I try and do that. Anyway, it appears headed for a second round of voting. Bolsonaro has seen a surge recently in polls after promising a crackdown on crime and corruption. And he's squaring off against the former mayor of Sao Paulo, who is like his polar opposite, almost, Fernando Haddad.
A leftist. Mm-hmm. So a couple of important points. He won far more of the vote than was predicted by the polls. Does that sound familiar? Mm-hmm. He came within striking distance of actually getting a majority. He only got a plurality, so now that means they got to go to a second round in 3 weeks in Brazil. He predicted he would actually win outright, so he clearly had internal polling that suggested he was doing better than the public polling. You're going to read a lot about what a threat to democracy this individual is. The Economist ran a cover story calling him the latest menace, et cetera, et cetera. And he does have some tendencies when it comes to social issues that might be concerning to some. But what I find astounding is that people are very worried about the lack of political freedom and a return of a political dictatorship in Brazil. But they have been unwilling to acknowledge or realize that there's been an economic dictatorship in Brazil.
Well, is this
decades.
guy, would you say this guy is an advocate of economic freedom?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Listen to what he said. He said that Brazilians have to choose between what he's calling family, God, and justice, or becoming Venezuela. That's basically how he's lining this up from the economic side of things.
Are we seeing this through our own prism here? When we say that the right-winger is a threat to democracy, I mean, I would say left-wingers down in South America have been a bigger threat to democracy in terms of what finally happens as a result of these policies. So, I mean, why would...
I mean, for decades, it's been the state, right? The state gets super involved in everything in Brazil. Look at what happened to Petrobras, right? Government has what's called golden shares in all of their major companies, and the government can ultimately decide what they want to do. Dilma Rousseff fired the former head of Vale because he was too focused on shareholders and not focused enough on hiring as many Brazilians as possible.